AI fine-tuning in production. How senior engineers customize, deploy, and maintain specialized models at scale. Welcome to Agentic AI World. I'm your host, and today we're covering episode 54, AI fine-tuning in production. How senior engineers customize foundation models, deploy them efficiently, and keep them performing over time. If you're preparing for a senior AI or ML engineering interview, fine-tuning is one of those topics that separates candidates who've shipped real systems from those who've only read papers. Let's get into it. Section 1. What is fine-tuning, and when should you use it? Fine-tuning means taking a pre-trained foundation model and continuing its training on a domain-specific dataset. The goal is to adapt its behavior without retraining from scratch. But here's the key interview insight. Fine-tuning is not your first option. It's expensive, slow, and introduces maintenance overhead. Before fine-tuning, you should exhaust. 1. Prompt engineering. Can a well-crafted system prompt and few-shot examples get you 90% of the way there? Often yes. 2. RAG. If the model needs domain knowledge, can you inject that knowledge at inference time via retrieval? 3. Function calling or tool use. Can you achieve the desired behavior through structured outputs or external tool orchestration? Fine-tuning makes sense when the task requires consistent formatting or tone at scale. The model needs to behave in ways prompting alone can't reliably achieve. You have thousands of labeled examples, or latency and cost require a smaller specialized model rather than a large general one. Section 2. The fine-tuning spectrum. There are several approaches, and senior engineers choose based on constraints. Full fine-tuning. All model weights are updated. Maximum expressiveness, maximum cost. Requires significant GPU compute, rarely used for large models. LoRA, low-rank adaptation. Instead of updating all weights, you inject small trainable rank decomposition matrices into the attention layers. Most of the model is frozen. Result: 10 to 100 times fewer trainable parameters. This is the dominant approach for LLMs today. QLoRA, LoRA plus quantization. You load the base model in 4-bit precision to reduce memory footprint, then train the LoRA adapters in higher precision. Makes fine-tuning large models, 70B plus, feasible on a single A100 or even consumer hardware. Instruction tuning. A specific form of fine-tuning where you train on instruction response pairs to teach the model to follow directions. This is how models like Llama and Mistral get their instruct variants. RLHF and DPO. Reinforcement learning from human feedback and direct preference optimization are used to align model behavior with human preferences. DPO is simpler and increasingly preferred because it avoids a separate reward model. In an interview, if asked, how would you fine-tune a model for our use case? Walk through this spectrum. Demonstrate that you understand the trade-offs. Section 3. The fine-tuning pipeline. Senior engineers think in pipelines, not one-off experiments. Here's the production fine-tuning pipeline. Step 1. Data preparation. This is where most projects fail. You need high-quality, diverse examples, typically 1,000 to 50,000 pairs depending on task complexity. Clean formatting, consistent instruction and response structure. Deduplication, duplicates will overfit your model to those examples. Train/validation split. You need a held-out set to detect overfitting early. Data quality beats data quantity. 500 clean, diverse, well-labeled examples will outperform 10,000 noisy ones. Step 2. Base model selection. Choose based on license requirements, commercial use, model size versus your inference budget, and whether the base model already covers your domain. Step 3. Training configuration. Key hyperparameters. Learning rate. Typically 1 times 10 to the power of -4 to 2 times 10 to the power of -4 for LoRA. Too high, and you'll destroy the base model's capabilities. LoRA rank. 8 to 64 is typical. Higher rank means more capacity, but more parameters. Epochs. 1 to 3 is usually sufficient. More epochs risk overfitting. Gradient accumulation simulates larger batch sizes when GPU memory is limited. Step 4. Evaluation. You need automated metrics and human evaluation. Automated metrics like Rouge or BERT score tell you about surface similarity, not quality. Define task-specific evals. Does the model follow instructions correctly? Does it stay in character? Does it refuse appropriately? Step 5. Merging and packaging. For LoRA, you merge the adapter weights back into the base model before deployment. This eliminates inference overhead. Package as a standard Hugging Face model or GGUF file, depending on your serving stack. Section 4. Serving fine-tuned models in production. This is where most tutorials stop and where real engineering begins. Model serving options. vLLM, the industry standard for high-throughput LLM serving, supports page detention for efficient KV cache management. Use this if you're serving many concurrent requests. TGI, text generation inference, by Hugging Face. Good defaults, easy deployment, solid for medium scale. Alma, excellent for internal tools and lower traffic scenarios. Runs locally with minimal setup. Triton Inference Server, NVIDIA's serving framework, best for multi-model deployments with strict SLA requirements. Quantization at serving time. Even after training, you'll want to quantize for production. AWQ and GPTQ quantization can cut model size by 4x with minimal quality loss. This directly reduces inference cost and latency. Autoscaling. Fine-tuned models are not magic. They still need horizontal scaling under load. Design your serving layer to scale replicas based on request queue depth, not just CPU or memory. Section 5. The drift problem. Here's the senior engineer insight most candidates miss. Fine-tuned models drift. Your dataset captured the world at a point in time. The real world changes. Your users' needs evolve. Without active monitoring, a fine-tuned model will silently degrade. Production fine-tuning systems need distribution monitoring. Track the statistical properties of incoming requests. Are they drifting from your training distribution? Tools like Evidently AI or YLabs can detect this automatically. Output quality monitoring, sample production outputs, and score them. Human raters, LLM as judge, or task-specific automated metrics. Build a dashboard. Set alert thresholds.